pink, pink,
Pink.
pink, 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 banana.
Huh?
Pink, 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 banana. Pink, 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 pink.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the Pink Banana Podcast. I'm Hector.
I'm Kelly.
And we are the Pink Banana. Yes. We are back July.
Great.
Is it our first episode in July?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
July.
Welcome July. Leo season is coming.
Yes.
I am here for it. I'm
Make sure
ready.
you guys follow us in the social medias.
Right. Absolutely.
Instagram at the pink.banana. You can also find us on Facebook as the Pink Banana. I look very small. And obviously the YouTube, the Pink Banana.
I just happen to be particularly tall.
So follow us on the social medias as per Kelly.
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh.
So what's up for today, Kelly? Cheers.
Cheers in our new mugs. Clink, clink. We're still excited celebrating that we even got mugs with the Pink Banana logo on it. But actually, a lot has happened since our last podcast to this
What
podcast.
has happened?
A lot of what the fuck moments.
Well, yeah.
If you know what I mean. Kelly Conway.
Kelly Ann.
Kelly Ann Conway. Hector calls me Kelly Conway all the time.
Kelly
and,
Ann Conway. I mean, Kelly Ann is called Kelly Ann. Kelly Ann.
Right. Well, really quick, I don't know if anyone knows, but sometimes I like to get my pop culture news and my current news. And
For those who don't know, Kelly Ann Conway is in Trump's cabinet.
wait, I was going to get to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right. Okay.
I'm so
I was just going to let them know a little
Right.
backstory about
Good.
how I search for my news, and I'll usually hit up first all the social media, and then I'll do
Right.
kind of like a search on Google and just, you know, kind of confirm, because
Right.
sometimes Snapchat, I just...
Snapchat?
Shut up, Hector, don't judge me. It's just what happens. It's late night news, okay? The point is, that's how I found out that,
Source.
first of all, Kelly Conway has 3 daughters, but she's got this one particular daughter who
Go
likes
her.
to troll her mom on social media.
That's so good.
Her name is Claudia. I don't know how
Ooh.
she pronounces it, but
I'm pretty sure it's Claudia.
me too. Me too. It's definitely Claudia. And anyways, basically, long story short, right? I'm doing the scroll thing on the Snapchat, and all of a sudden I see this headline and I gotta see it. And so as soon as you open it, the first video is a live stream of this Claudia chick talking about how, oh, what about free speech? You're not letting me say what I want to say. You're not letting me have an opinion. And it's, you know, and then her mom's in the background, Kelly Conway. So back to what Hector said, she was Trump's campaign manager, and now is like a special advisor or something.
I'm not sure. She's part of the cabinet.
She's like an special advisor consultant to like one of the right
Maybe the
hand.
White House consultant, some shit. We don't know.
I
but
mean, she might say the White House, but
she's
it's Trump.
there.
It's
She's
Trump.
one of the ones
works
that has
directly for Trump.
been there since the start. One of
Right.
the few ones.
Right, and so, well, her daughters apparently made it clear all through her social media. Check her out on TikTok. I saw a couple of videos. It was interesting. It's very much anti-Trump, and so is her husband. By the way, she is getting divorced, and her daughter, their daughter, also dragged the dad, because the dad was coming to the daughter's defense, talking about, please don't talk to my daughter. I don't give permission for anyone taking her stuff on social media. And she was, and then the daughter comes in and writes a message under the dad's message saying, sorry your divorce didn't work out, or your marriage didn't work out, and you're getting divorced, and a whole bunch of flames.
God damn.
I was like, damn, you don't have to be that
That's
harsh
savage.
about it. I mean,
That is-
it's
that's
super
bad.
savage. Remember when all of this is over at the end of the day? You're
Your parents,
underage.
for sure. Like,
You're underage, and all that money you floss in is your parents' money. But
Right.
also, I agree that I love how she is very anti-Trump. You know what I mean?
Right.
I love how she is very anti-Trump, how she lets it known. And her mom was like, oh, God.
I've kind of
look
sort
at
of
all these people
fantasized
who-
about being a child of a conservative Republican. And
Fantasize. I want to
Right,
think
I
that
would
you
just
mean
think-
like all the
I
things
mean-
I would say to them if I
right,
did have
I think that's
conservative
the.
family.
I think that's the thing. I think I'd
Right.
definitely be like, oof.
Fuck
They would hate
you,
me so
fuck you,
right,
fuck you.
like,
Right.
oof. And I'm pretty sure I do have some of those in the family anyway.
I for sure do, and I know that we do have some conversations about different things, and it does get interesting. But the good thing is, I felt like everyone's at least willing to hear what we have. Anyways, we digress. We digress.
July.
That was the
July.
Kelly Conway tea, and I was just here for all of it. I was like,
Yeah,
yes, honey,
goddamn.
yes, drag your mama. She knows she's doing it wrong.
She deserves it for sure.
Right.
She deserves
For
it.
sure. And she's not even getting it that bad. It's not like she's calling her mom a bitch or anything on TV. Not that I just did, I'm just saying. She could have been much
Right.
worse about it. It was very PG.
Yeah, right, because I would have been dumbass bitch. Right?
You probably would have. You probably would have. You don't have a filter. It's more of just like it just comes out, and then Hector straight faces you, so you're just like it's a cold stare, and you're like, whoa.
Anyway.
I felt it. I felt it.
July.
You said July like 50 million times.
Yeah,
so what's up
what
about
happened?
July?
What happened on July 4th? We don't care. We don't give a fuck about it, but clearly some people do.
Well, actually, here's the thing. I made this comment about July 4th, and that, you know, there's a whole bunch of things going on, and then someone around the dinner table, I'm not going to say who, someone. This isn't tea,
I think I can imagine who.
But they definitely gave me a different perspective. Someone was like, you know what? I'm still going to celebrate because it was a moment of mucho patriotismo. How do you say that?
No, I get it.
In
I for
English?
sure definitely
Patriotism,
get it.
like people did
Because honestly, also people, I guess a lot of people don't actually really even know the story
right
of what the independence of the states actually means, or what it que conllevó, you know, what you know, all the things that happened.
I'm sure a lot of people don't.
I guess if you want to have a very commercial view of one part of a perspective of what happened, you can watch Hamilton on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But I definitely get it. It's like, you know, the independence of the then colonies of the British oppression, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, it's more than just, the states, you know, it comes down to a very, again, identity and the whole.
Claro. And I celebrate the patriotism that people are willing to fight for their country.
Right.
Then again, right now, what country? What is the state of the country, and what are we celebrating, and what are we? It's not that we never celebrated. It's that in this moment, right now, with everything that's going on, shit is bonkers. Shit is bonkers. I mean, and even here in Puerto Rico, the majority of the people don't even give a shit about 4th of July yet. No. They were out there on those beaches.
They know they're gonna get a party day.
Forgetting that there was coronavirus, leaving all their garbage. Like all their garbage. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. All of us. Really, like, mano, la vergüenza. That's crazy. I saw the pictures.
Los ríos también.
See, like the pictures. First of all, the amount of people at the beach was ridiculous. You were elbow to elbow with
¿Por qué?
people. Why? Exacto. Why? We all know that y'all went out and bought mini pools for your houses, have a barbecue in your house, invite
or
your
if you're
family.
gonna go, pick up after your fucking shit.
Right. Take your garbage bags, pick up your shit. Like, even on a regular day that's not 4th of July. Like, puñeta de que se quejan. You know, de que se quejan. Everyone's always talking about do the right thing. Where were all of you on 4th of July at the beach? Anyways, that's just mini rant. Shame on you. And we don't deserve beaches because we don't know how to take care of them. We don't deserve this beautiful island because we don't know how to take care of her. Yeah, I said her. I said it. I can't. Hector, you go. I can't get over it.
Do you guys remember Jeffrey Epstein and the whole child minors sex trafficking ring?
Another pig.
bitch.
Another pig.
So the one that was still, you know, waiting. We were waiting for this to happen. We didn't think it was gonna happen this soon. But y'all remember Ghislaine Maxwell,
that bitch,
which was the right hand. I never say like
I like to call her the
girlfriend,
madam.
wife. I don't even right.
I call her the madam.
The one that groomed these little girls and also brought a lot of the girls in. Was arrested by the by the FBI.
Right. I'm surprised they even waited this long. Honestly, if you haven't
Maybe.
gone on Netflix, go and check out the documentary. It's just for...
It's a thing, though. It's a thing that
it's
happens
4
that when
episodes.
these cases that actually have been going on for a few years and they get this high profile investigation documentary, most of the time, a little bit after, like, something new happens to the case. Like I'm not sure if it's correlated, but it's something that I've definitely seen.
Like some more information comes out, you mean?
More information, and obviously...
Here's
like,
the thing, now
it
it's out there.
sparks,
The
like-
entire world universe has
Right.
seen it. Like,
Also, as time goes by, there's more ways to find evidence and stuff. So,
I'm sorry, there had to have been evidence. I'm sure there was more than enough evidence, and what was presented on
more tea. She said she's going to spill some names, but, you know, same thing is going to happen
I'm sure
with
there'll be
Jeffrey
a
Epstein. So-
magical suicide.
Right, so let's see if bitch ends up alive, which, honestly, I hope so. Because
Honestly,
if she confirms everything, it's going to be... I mean, we already know, right? But...
right. That'll be the confirmation of the tea, and she's gonna have to come forward with because the whole problem here is that if you don't have the evidence, right, the pencil, the paper with the writing, the pictures with the dates on it, you know what I mean? And even still, everyone's like, oh, that picture was altered. Like, it's just our judicial system is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, and it's rigged so that people like these
Yeah.
like
Can get away with
can
shit.
get away with it. And I'm sorry, I can't wait for her to spill all that tea, because I'm still waiting on all the crazy shit with the satanic stuff and the
Stop, yeah.
if the sacrificing of the children, like
God.
just people are crazy. It's all I'm gonna say. They're
It's
into
bad.
some weird shit, and I think I don't know, maybe it's something that has to do with power. Like, you just need more and more power and more ways of controlling people, and it just, this just doesn't do it for me anymore. Like, I can't get my rocks off on just controlling one person. I need to have a whole pedophilic
Or maybe that's
sex
the
slave
thing.
trade.
Or maybe that's the thing that they have to do for when they sold their soul.
Can you imagine? Now I believe
that's their
everything is
thing.
true,
Like,
because
maybe-
if there's a parallel universe, if they've confirmed the aliens, like, I'm sure that there must be a portal to
Anything
so
can
many-
happen.
Talking about anything can happen.
Oh, Lordy.
Kanye West is
Oh,
at
God.
it again. Our
God damn
favorite.
Can you
Our
just sit
favorite
down,
bonkers?
Kanye? Like,
Thank you.
goddamn. Just
Go home, Linda.
You're
You're
like
drunk,
a little kid running
honestly.
around with a fucking scissor. In
You're
his
like,
hands,
what can I do? What can I cut up today? So he announced his candidacy, and I want to read you exactly what he said.
I was like, why are you pulling up your phone?
No, because I clipped out the most important pieces of that. And he said in a tweet, USA Today says a cryptic tweet. He said, cryptic. Everything right, it can be cryptic. But yet again, I think Kanye has been very clear in everything he has said. And he has followed through on.
Right.
On all his crazy
Yeah.
Kanye-isms. You know? Anyways, he said, we must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision and I almost said bullying, and building our future, West said. I am running for president of the United States. Right. So, I mean, USA Today confirms that there's no evidence of that as of yet. Apparently, most of the, como que ya it has closed a lot of states and where you can just submit your candidacy. Right. Apparently, that's up to date. But if any of you guys are thinking of voting for Kanye West, please let me share with you some of the things a couple of reminders about Kanye. And if you're not following The Feminist, follow at The Feminist. And she's the one who shared all this information.
Feminist.
Right, at Feminist. So a couple of reminders about Kanye West. Kanye West speaks out against abortion. Thou shalt not kill. Kanye West joins anti-LGBTQ plus pastor on massive prayer rally. Kanye West suggests African American slavery was a choice.
Right.
Kanye West comes out as sexual abuse apologist, which this, honestly, I was going to say this last one really, really just gets right into my craw. But, I mean, I don't think I need to say anything else about this. Like, I don't want to say stay in your lane, because I want to say that we can all we are all capable really of anything. But friend, you have proven in these past couple of years that you're a basket case.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up that you're a basket case. He claims befriending Trump was a scheme to try and release black people from jail. There's other ways to go about it. You have money. You have
He's
power.
fucking stupid. Why
You
are we even
don't need
discussing
to,
him,
like,
honestly? Like, I don't even want to...
I just want to make sure that if this is a real thing, that y'all use your fucking heads.
Oh, God.
Y'all use your fucking heads, all right?
I don't think... What can you expect?
Anyways,
we can't...
Jacket.
No, it's like, I thought you were done, so... I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So... Alcohol.
Right, so we decided today that we were going to throw out... That was real smooth, Hector. That was super smooth.
Dulce tormento.
Pero, yeah, we've all had our love-hate relationships with alcohol. I think especially throughout love-hate relationships, right? Because every alcohol gives you something different. Every form of libation provides a different feeling, a different emotion, a different way of the way you're going to act. Even through the quarantine was, I thought I was going to drink a lot more than
I didn't drink at all. Almost at all.
Almost at all. There was not a lot of drunken stupors.
No.
Do you remember your first drunken stupor?
Kind of. I think it's my first one.
How long have you? What was your first? How old were you when you had your first drink?
Well, I don't know, because I was one of those kids that my parent would give me sips if I would ask them.
For shame. I'm sure they'll be mad when they hear this.
For shame. No, I was like 12, 13.
Right, like that was CB.
Yeah, and they would totally give me a little CB, but probably when I was like 15.
I would say that's about...
Like 15.
Right.
Entonces...
That's like high school. Freshman high school.
Right. Entonces... Sometimes, like, I would hang out a lot with my cousin, que como 2 años menor que yo, 1 año y medio menor que yo. So really not a lot, but also he had already también started. Like, he started everything, like, with me.
Okay. Were you guys, like, contemporary?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He was just, like, a year younger.
Oh, did you say
like
that?
A year and a half younger, yeah.
Damn, what the fuck was that? I glazed over that
Jesus.
one sentence.
So one night we were here in my house.
Okay.
And what we would sort of, a veces he would stay here and we would, whatever we would find, we would take. If it was like some Jack Daniels, we would like have one shot, of course, that would last forever. And
ew.
But the
I feel like Jack Daniels is always a go-to.
The go-to was always a screwdriver, like ron con china.
Yeah, or the madres ron con china.
That was like the first time that we were alone. Like it was mostly like when there were fiestas que we were up here or like whatever, no se daban cuenta, you know?
Yeah, like those big family parties or something like that where you can low-key drink and
right. But this time we were alone, so we were like just drinking. And then I was like, no, I can't. It wasn't really like nothing happened. I just started like throwing up.
Immediately after?
Yeah, like at some point it was like, no.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh, and the next
morning, I haven't been able to drink
Jack
any.
Daniels?
No, that was with the rum and china screwdriver.
Oh wait, but with rum? I thought a screwdriver was driver was vodka.
No.
Vodka and
I don't think so.
That's how my grandmother does it.
Either
way,
I can't do any alcohol with orange juice. Like, it's just a no. I think that was like my first time that like I would say that I almost intoxicated.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
like, honestly, actually, now that I think about it, we would have some nights that were crazy. Like, a whole, like, I had to wake up my mom. Yeah.
Ask for help?
Yeah.
No, I think that
sure.
I never had to wake up my mom.
But that was like the first time that I think I threw up, I think.
I hate it.
I hate it.
I think it's like now
feeling.
I'm like, I think about it and I just, the
It's such a bad
cringe, I get the
feeling,
immediate
no.
headache, and it's just,
No.
it's hard for me to even sometimes just be like, yeah, I want to go out for a drink, and then I'll go out for a drink and have 3 drinks and just immediately remember what. I think my first drink, I was definitely in 8th grade. I invited my homegirls over for like a sleepover party. And I was definitely, out of all my friends, I was like, not the boba but of the group, but definitely my parents were they were strict. They were strict. And the girls, when we were, the girls were definitely way more protected than the boys were. The boys were protected, but
right.
It's like, oh, the girls
right
can't go out late or whatever. So anyway, my homegirls came over, like 8th grade. We were a bunch of pendejas.
My homegirls.
And this one friend brings over Bacardi Breezer. You remember Bacardi Breezer? She brought over, I think it was like 2 bottles of Bacardi Breezer. And then we waited till my mom went to sleep. And we snuck out of my house to the backyard, around the side of the house. And we just sat there at around 4 a.m. downing Bacardi Breezers. 2. 4 girls, we downed 2. And then it was like the giggles for like a whole hour, and then everyone passed out. It was super uneventful, but we felt bad as fuck. with a janky ass Bacardi Breezers.
That's the whole point. It was most of the time it was uneventful.
Right, but I think that was very like, and I remember being like, damn, what's the whole point? It's like not even doing anything.
Right.
I think I was expecting a more like a quicker kind of.
Oh.
But definitely no. My first drunken stupor was, I think it was it was either Christmas or Three Kings party at my house. It was halfway through the night. My uncle / cousin, comes through with his wife at the time, who liked to throw it back. And I remember she came here and she was like, oh, Kelly, come on, let's go have a drink. And I was like, of course. So we started the bar, and of course her husband was at the bar, and I said, oh, give me a Cuba Libre, which is the only thing I knew at the time.
Oh, God.
Rum and Coke, that's the only thing I knew. That's the only thing I saw everyone drinking. God. So I was like, Cuba Libre. I felt super cool, super grown. Like, I knew what I was doing. So then the way my house works is that if you can just go in and out through it and just go do a whole loop. So we did a whole loop around like 4 times. And every time I would come back, my drink was done. So I'd ask for a new one. So by the time the 5th drink comes around, I was sloshed. I was sloppy. I was talking loud. I could not hear people. I took my shoes off. Like, I made this whole scene with my brother and his friends because his friend got really drunk one night, and he made this whole scene, and I had heard about it. And then I was like, oh, you remember that night? And I decided I needed to act it out. So I made a whole acting out vomiting scene about somebody else's drunken stupor as I'm in my own drunken stupor. And everyone's just staring at me, and I'm like,
what is this train wreck?
What is wrong with everybody? And then I go outside, and my dad stops me, my grandfather, right, that I call my dad, stops me, and he says, Kelly, la 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 la. To this day, I don't know what he was saying because I could not hear him. And I know he was speaking in a regular tone, but it was just like, what? And so I was like, damn, I must be deaf or something. I was like, huh? And he was like, Kelly, I was like, no. And so then I got up in his face. I was like this, and I was like, huh? I just can't hear you. Huh?
No, do it again?
Like this.
No.
Up in his face. Like, I put my hands to my ear, and I was like, huh? Es que no te escucho. And then I guess he must have smelled the alcohol on my breath. So I hightail it up to the kitchen. Cut to, I don't know what happened between me crying and the kitchen. And I go to the kitchen, and for some reason I feel I need to pull something out from the escurridor. I pull one thing out. Empty champagne bottles fall, champagne glasses fall.
Oh,
it's
God.
just a disaster. My mom takes one look at me and says, "Go to bed, Kelly. You've had enough." And I was like, okay. And I walked right to my room until the next morning, Christmas morning. That was awkward as fuck. I felt super bad. I was like, I don't even deserve these gifts. I'm so horrible. Not to mention the hangover, the headache, the throwing up.
Yeah.
I was a mess. It was a mess.
I didn't, but I wasn't such a big deal, but I was at my sister's, one of my sister's best friend at the time, her engagement party at her house, at her fiance's parents' house. So it's all fancy.
Was this
it's
your
like
sister's wedding?
No, my best friend's sister. Kelly, where are you?
Sorry. I only caught sister.
So it's like all fancy, like all of her family's there, all of his family's there, like all todos los invitados de la boda realmente. It's like a big. And I'm just like, I'm blam blam boom blam blam, down in that shit. Like
whenever Hector's blamming anywhere, just guys, watch out. It's gonna be an eventful evening.
Think I was just about to turn 18.
Okay. You were grown. You thought you were grown.
I thought I was grown for sure. That for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, and I remember because I just had the ring ceremony del colegio. So I'm like, throughout the night, at some point I'm like, oof, it's gonna happen.
Oh no.
So I go to the bathroom.
It as in throw up?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm done. Like, I was slurring words.
No!
I was visibly drunk. Como que I was visibly drunk.
Did you know you were drunk? Like, did you have that moment where, Hector, you're sloppy, but you just can't reel it in?
Yeah, but it was it was a very short amount of time in between that moment and the moment to needing to have to go to the bathroom. You know?
Okay, so there wasn't that much disaster.
No, so I went to the bathroom, right? And so I'm gonna sort of try to explain the house visually and verbally.
Ooh. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
It's like a normal. It's just the house. It has the family room, and it leads into the outside terraza. How would you say that?
Patio.
Like
the back
big
patio.
The backyard. Yeah, very.
The backyard.
Big, lavish backyard with a pool and all that shit. And so the bathroom is like inside in a door, like right in front of the entrance, right?
Okay.
So it's like in between the flow of people. I go to the bathroom, there's no one in there. And I'm just like, I take my time, right? Because I am really just concentrated on getting better, right? And I guess I must have lost all notion of time because apparently I spent there a lot of time. And then I just start hearing knocks, and when I start hearing knocks, I'm like, go get my sister.
Oh my God, please don't tell me you said go get my sister.
Yeah, no, that shit. My sister came in, she took me. There was a long line of women in the bathroom to get to the bathroom.
I can imagine. And then when you pop out, man, they're probably like,
I went driving, so I was in my car. And
oh my God.
My sister's like, I'm just going to take him home.
Good, that was good. You did.
And we go to the car. I sit on the car, and I'm like,
Oh no! Wait! Track back. You didn't throw up in that whole time.
Yeah, I did. I threw up in the bathroom. Yeah, I took that's why I was there a long time.
I was like, what were you just staring at the toilet?
No, I mean there was a lot of that.
Vomit?
There was a lot of that for sure.
Right. Okay. I wonder if I could hear it.
I'm sure. And so I just get into the car, she starts driving, and I'm like, no, the whole way to the house, I was throwing up badly. And the next day I wake up and I'm like, oh my God.
What did I do? Did
you
remember?
Me?
The night before?
I just remember that and the beginning. It was I know it was a fun party.
Did you at least have fun, or was this drunken at the beginning? Were you that drunk at the beginning of the wedding?
It was like if a gradual, because it was like it was a bougie party, so it started with the champs, and then
There's
it
like
started,
a cocktail at the beginning.
yeah, and then the food, and then people started drinking hard liquor, and then
After
into
food,
the night,
kind of
people,
just,
it was close to Christmas, so pitorro, all this other shit, like,
because it's like moonshine, our
Yeah.
version of moonshine.
so it was just bad. And then the next day I'm like, oh god, I want to die, what the hell? And then I'm like, oh my god, I left the ring in the back.
No! You had to go back!
No, and then I was like, I don't even know what to do, because I don't want to, like,
You
and then
had to go back!
I actually realized this a few days after, but
Well, at least clearly nobody ever
I asked
wrote
for
you
it.
about it.
I asked for it, and I was too ashamed to look for it, so I actually left it there for a whole entire year. Until graduation came, and I was like, I need my ring. So I went and looked for it.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Wait, you couldn't tell your best friend to go get it?
my best friend.
Your friend. You said your friend's sister. Was your
My
friend's sister?
sister's friend.
Oh fuck. I just can't. There's like, it's like a limerick.
God damn it.
Anyways, the point is, yeah, I would have sent my sister to go get it. I was like, I need you to get my ring.
I think I definitely tried to make that happen, but she was like, no. No, hello, ¿tú crees que ellos van a... That's a you problem.
That is a you problem. I feel like I would have been like, ooh, I'm not showing my face around. After your drunken stupor.
No, do you have another story?
I do. Along the lines of embarrassing. I mean, low key, all drunken stories can be half embarrassing, half fun, half regret. Oh, a third regret. All of that in thirds, right? I feel like there's super fun, super embarrassing, and then regrets. Like kind of like the three stages of
I
being
mean, I don't
drunk.
know. I would throw in sad.
Well, yeah, but that
And
only
then-
depends on the mood you go into drinking or what you're drinking, because tequila just makes me very emotional.
And then dangerous.
Dangerous too. Yeah. I definitely... Wait, before we get into dangerous, I have to say embarrassing. For me, it was... This one happened with my brothers and sisters. My mom was not in Puerto Rico. We went out with some friends of the family to this Mexican restaurant. Thanks, Heck. Thanks for the support. To this Mexican restaurant, Cielito Lindo, which I think is now closed in Condado, but it was amazing.
Oh, I think they changed it, the lugar? No? I don't know.
Anyways, the point was we started with tequila and ended with tequila throughout the entire meal, but we sat down the whole time, and then Kelly thought she was cute. I went to the bar, and the guy at the bar gave her another tequila shot for free, but we left it right there. Like it didn't go extra. It wasn't like a whole thing. But then I go to the bathroom, and the guy follows me to the bathroom. So then my brother gets up, and it's a whole thing. You can just imagine, it's a whole scene. It becomes a whole scene. We end up going outside of the restaurant.
Oh.
At this point, I just remember flashes of what comes up next. And mind you, I used to love drinking tequila. Like I could sit down with a bottle. I can drink like a tequila cocktail. I can drink shot like a tequila. It's like that was what I used to drink in college. It's just and I used to drink Jose Cuervo, like the cheap ass.
Stop. It's like, ugh.
Rank tequila, but that's not the point. So anyways, from there we decided to get in the car, and we were all up and like feeling it, so we decided to go to El Marriott, I think it was El Marriott in Condado, and they had like music on the weekends, live music. So we go there, and Kelly is working her way across the room. Like she's working the room, she's talking to strangers, she's befriending people,
Working it.
Yeah, I'm working the whole
Working
room.
it.
I'm thinking like, I'm just a bomb. Then all of a sudden, I go to sit on the stool. They
Bombing.
order a bottle of champagne. I don't even know what kind of champagne. It was a nice champagne. I go to take one sip, lean back and fall over. These are high bar stools. And I fall back in the bar stool, legs in the air. It's a disaster. It's just like, And I think about it now, and I don't remember that happening, but this is what I remember vaguely. But the embarrassment and the shame still stays. I just have layers of embarrassment and shame here. And so by that time, I guess everyone decided that we had had enough, so then we had to walk La Avenida de Condado, which is like at night, it's a super busy street. There's tourists everywhere, there's people everywhere, it's a hangout spot. So we're walking, and my sister's trying to... Am I boring you?
No.
My sister's trying to walk me through the avenida because I'm a fucking wasted mess. I take my sister down with me in the middle of the busy intersection. I
think I've had something.
Fell to the floor. I took her down with me. It doesn't stop there. Cut to, we're back at the house. I lose it. Apparently all that emotional baggage you keep locked up inside decided it wanted to manifest
I think
itself.
everybody has a phase of being a crier drunk, like
a total basket case for sure,
psycho sort of like
my life is a mess.
I don't know where I'm going.
See, for sure, this was my moment. I think it was one of the peaks of...
I had a few of those for sure.
Yeah, it was one of my peaks. And for sure, that moment, it was just, I lost it in my house. I started freaking out for some reason. I ended up in my sister's room doing God knows what. For some reason, I went to move the bookshelf. The bookshelf falls over on me. So I'm pinched between the floor and the bookshelf, and it's just me. And my brother comes in the room like, what the fuck are you doing? What's going on? I broke my sister's trophies by accident because they were on the... Hector, it was a disaster. Ended up saying some crazy shit like, no, because 4 years ago, la di fucking da.
What the hell, Kelly?
Note to self and note to all of you, alcohol is not the solution to solve your problems. It will all come out when you're drunk.
Oh no.
With the people you least wanted to. So I still think about that day and kind of like, ooh, like I feel bad for my sister.
Oh no, that's bad.
She was like, you broke all my trophies. I was like, anyways. Huh?
I did that once in Fantasy Island. You remember Fantasy Island? Party?
No. I was not allowed to hang out. I don't know how many times I have to tell people this. Like, my mom didn't let me hang out. I wasn't allowed to date.
Right.
So you can imagine when I went to college.
Oh God. So I'm sure there's many more drunken stories. There's many more. I guess we could do another episode, but I guess we're good for now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think if I have one where I fall or like an embarrassing one.
Well, I think I have a scary one. But I don't think I even got drunk that night. Like, I only had one drink, I promise. It was just that one drink. It was that one drink, and then I woke up on the floor in front of everybody at the party in my own pee.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's bad.
It was horrible. And I swear I had one drink and a sip of the second one.
Oh, no.
And then I look at my friend and I say, why do you sound so far away? And she's about this much distance. I was like, you sound so far away. And she looks at me, she's like, Kelly, are you okay? Next thing I know, I'm like, nope.
Oh, God.
And I'm on the floor, and she's looking over me, and I'm like, why am I wet? And I'm like, I'm sitting in my own pee. What happened? It was horrible. It was in one of those taste of rums.
Oh.
And it was a big-ass party.
I once walked from a club to a hotel. I'm saying it's pretty far. They're pretty far. They're not like too far, but they're pretty far.
From each other.
I walked from, I guess, Santurce to Miramar. I think I would say like.
Well, that's maybe like a.
It was a lot. And it's more so a what the hell happened that night sort of story. Like something definitely, someone definitely did some shit. But yeah, I'm gonna get into details. All I know is that I do not know why I walked out of that club, but I walked out of that club and I walked. I'm not even sure if something was happening. Like, I don't remember.
That's crazy how, well, there's just some nights where you'll never get the full details of
and I got to the hotel and I called my sister and she picked me up here.
I think the moral of the story with these last two drinking
Yeah, for
events
sure.
was definitely get your own drinks.
Yeah, and
Always,
also
and watch
go out with
people
people you trust for sure.
who are gonna take care of you, because I gotta say I've never been in a situation where no one has. I'm not usually the drunken one. I'm usually like, you know how there's usually like the mom of the group.
It was rotating in our group, yeah.
In-
it was a
in this
rotational.
group or in your group?
No, in my group, like by other.
Right, there was always one who that night was more responsible than the rest of them.
We were always around 8 to 10 people, so we just
I feel
rotated.
like I didn't even have that many friends in high school.
We just sort of, it was not the high school, like, baby, I know universidad.
Oh no,
Exam.
en universidad for sure. It was all of us. It was like a group of 6 of us that came from Puerto Rico to Manhattanville.
Right.
And we would roll deep with each other, like.
So drinking stupors, you guys.
Am I right?
If you want to comment on one of yours, comment on
yes,
the
share your
video.
story. We would love to know.
Yeah, you can also.
The funnier, the better.
Right.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And if it is embarrassing, hey, we'll help you get through it. It's all right. We've all been there. We've all had those moments where we like, we think about it. And it's like, ooh, God, don't even mention it. I thought I forgot about that.
Oh God,
shit.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting some that were probably pretty good.
I'm
stories.
sure we're forgetting the
I'm
ones
gonna have to ask
we
my
don't
friends for
want
sure.
anybody else to hear.
Oh, I really don't remember a lot of them.
Right. I definitely, I don't know. I blocked out. I erased a lot of the college ones. They were just, college was balls to the wall.
Oh.
Alcohol, like.
The thing is,
Like
a lot of mine,
like just
a lot of
people
mine are pretty aggressive and sort of like, I remember.
aggressive.
Not aggressive, but sort of like
No, I don't. I still am not sure what you mean by aggressive.
not aggressive, but like I get drunk and like
It's just
there's the last few ones that I've done like really 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 drunk. Como que have been like fighting with someone o algo.
Yeah, drama. It's been drama.
Yeah, like
nights.
built up shit that when I got drunk, it was like, fuck you, man.
You see what I mean? Like,
But it
all
does
the
that-
shit comes
it hasn't
out
happened.
with the
It hasn't
alcohol.
happened in a
So
while.
make sure you get it out
Right.
before the alcohol, so that you can
right.
enjoy the alcohol.
Yeah, because that one happened because I did not let any of it
I
out.
feel like recently it hasn't happened because there's always someone who gets way drunker before me. So then I feel like the obligation of, wait a minute, someone's got to be a little bit level-headed. There's got to be one
Right,
person
right.
who's like, whoa, now.
And I was not in a good place at that
Whoa,
moment,
guys,
so that also is
like-
a factor.
Right, you were in the place of keep those shots fucking
Right.
coming. Although, in Hector's defense, he doesn't take shots
No.
anymore.
No.
Anymore.
So,
All right, guys, it's been beautiful. I hope you enjoyed our little drunken stories
Right.
through the years.
so make sure you guys follow us on the social medias.
Yeah.
Instagram at the Pink Top Banana, Facebook as the Pink Banana as well.
All
and
of
make
it
sure
is
you
the
rate
Pink
and
Banana.
subscribe to the YouTube.
Absolutely, and please share your drunken stories with us. Comment,
share this video.
like, let us know what you think. Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.